Okay, this video is on Bioware. Bioware. So I'm gonna. This is using the Bioware system. But Bioware. What is Bioware? Bioware stands for biological. Uh, uh biological. Ware. Biological firmware. Basically, short for biological firmware. Bioware works on biology, symbiotic systems. But basically, this goes with the human and control and controller. The control and the controller. No, it's not the controller, it's the controlling system. It's a concern. So Bioware is works on personal control and controller. You are the controller. The control, the controlled, uses influence with the control. So the control is what's actually control of the thing that actually, like me, is moving the system. For example, I have to say that the controller is a Bioware specification. Bioware. It's the next frontier of human central systems. The next frontier of human central systems integration. So biological electronic systems that integrate with your biological tissue as a living organism. But if you have an Xbox controller, you know, a Xbox controller is just video game controller. That controller is fragmented. There's no separation between the separation concern between the human and the system. Why would I use a stereo to control my to play the game? The controller serves as the only input, and the controller is what's hindering it to use the game or get it right. So Bioware is the next level integration of the human into the system. It's usually bound by an open model, which basically uses the motor neuron mobility philosophy of action first. How do I want to make it? If I look up, why not to tilt down? So let's say look down in the video digital world and I put my controller up. Put my controller up. That down is a signal to the system. I'm looking down. But I don't tell the system. This is how you control the system. So you're looking up and looking down. Two different things depending on the digital world. Like in Halo. So I'm making Bioware. Bioware separates controller from control. You can have a control lead take hold of controller from the control. So controllee and controller, the controllee is what being controlled, and the controller is dealing with controlling. And the control is separation between the system of the biological format. For example, I have this a two. This a two is just a pen being writing on my hand. But it's a valid state of valid system. One second into the light. So the device is even not really constrained important. You have this kind of a system here. You see what to do. You can, so you have something here. The tree here. Well, I'll just use something. You have a tattoo here. Yes, my tattoo is the pair of ink writing. You can see here, the tattoo here. Can't you see? The view of this can be some kind of biology system, disrupts your nervous system, and gives you control to control your nervous system. So these systems have input to do. Like here, it has some kind of motor neurons designed to do some action. You know, or play a video game. But the goal is your hands to have the maximum degree of freedom to control the system. Because being so most inputs you just measure most holographic inputs just work in your nervous system, work on your fingers, but they compute all the time. Because they can compute in space, it's a real picture now. But, if you have a symbiotic something that measures your nerves, and literally measures what you can do with your nerves, you get a biological system. For example, this is your hand, it's called the hand of God, and you can make any sound, any symbol, any kind of sin, any kind of thing. This is a rock out symbol, this is an OK symbol, this is a gun symbol, this is a peace out symbol, This is a bunny symbol, bunny head symbol, or bunny head. With this symbol, first symbols of doing are recognizable, categorical, via biological faster by a digital system. Without drawing on your, drawing the AI system, drawing, but you're using your hand to. So this is the first test. The value system wants to use your hand to make hand shadows. And this hand shadows refers to the shadow produced from the system through the interface. And this is the interface of binary is failed us. But I have to make sure that there's function. This is a classifier of an AI system, be a symbolic interpreter of, of a geological geospatial data. This is what I call geological, but everybody anyhow. So, spatial data of things that we observe. So we can classify the thing as a body that's made up by hand or by or by shadow, by putting a shadow onto the wall, casting a shadow, a real shadow. We can have something that's really native to a real body, a cartoon body, like with influx. This is a technology of data. So Firmware is basically gonna have no chip inside you, but gonna be around you. So this is when I want to move my hand and I find a rerun and I move my hand here, up and down, left and right, like right, left, right, left, right, left, forward, right, left, forward, right, left, forward, right. I am making every not thinking about it. Very much it has been preserving me, ensuring the system is coherently annoying to do so. To do so. It doesn't hinder my movement. It's basically willing to expand and expand and not contract, control when I contract. We need to contract and harvest. It's only to contract, we need to expand, to expand it. Now breathing on to work as a very possible person. This biological web is this generation of sensors. There's a hand represents a firmware. The firmware is a piece to pick up your hand. And the body will just tap into that. Use your hand as a firmware for other systems. Like screen, making sure you are using the symbols to log in, your hand gestures to log in. Like, the peace sign, the backwards V sign, the one used in America, or the OK sign, or the thumbs up, or the thumbs sideways, or the thumbs down. So you to show that you understand all these kind of symbols and form a symbiotic meaning between the user and the controller and the controllee via, via, via the control model. The controls are literally allow you to do anything and anything you want. But Bioware is basically ensuring, again, basically, we're going to go to the spec. Go to the spec open here and put it here. Sorry. So you can expect here some. If you go to github.com forward slash obnexus Bioware, B for Bravo, I for Indigo, O for Oscar, O for Oscar, so W for sorry, B for Bravo, I for India, O for Oscar, W for Wave, A for Alpha, Alpha Romeo, E for Echo. That's the next one 12 future the system, so intuitive attraction, passive first sound. It's passive. It's just firmware. It's just firmware. Think of you as the firmware. So the firmware is what's loaded up, and that's you. You are the firmware. But the whole software is so you are the control. You are what's loaded up. You are you're the firmware. You are the signal. You have no noise. You are the signal. You don't emit any noise. So if you perfect security, there is no needed. Unless you change the system. The system must it's passive first. System doesn't think about it thinks about the group of people. A group of people, category of people that's really interested in demographics. So you have to keep updating the system. Active system occur when external versions of yes. Activation occurs when external biological structure are crossed. Yes. For example, you go to minus foot, sorry, 32 Fahrenheit. 32 Fahrenheit to liters. 32 Fahrenheit to Celsius. 32 Fahrenheit to Celsius is 32 Fahrenheit is 0 Celsius. 0 Celsius is 32 Fahrenheit. 0 Celsius is 32 Fahrenheit. So therefore, 0 Celsius is literally the baseline for 32 Fahrenheit. We can get 32 Fahrenheit, 32 Celsius, 2 newtons, which is 0.00 newtons. Get on thing. you get this kind of model of six sources. So if I type in Fahrenheit to newtons, newtons means force. The degree in newtons for 32 degrees. So basically, don't the pole axis. To convert Fahrenheit to newtons, you must have newtons equals Fahrenheit minus 32. Fahrenheit, for example, divided by 5.4554 54555. Yeah, that's 35.4545455. So liters equals Fahrenheit, which was just coldness. Which is just heat, but a different way. Imperial measurement of heat in Celsius. To get 32 Fahrenheit equals 32 Fahrenheit is the 2 Fahrenheit is in Kelvin, is 0 Celsius, 0 Celsius, 2 Celsius, you know, get 32 Celsius, which 32 Celsius to Fahrenheit. So it gets it. So this is so 10 Fahrenheit equals 5 Newton, 5 force, or 5 Fahrenheit. 10 Celsius equals 500. We're going to do 5 Fahrenheit too. So 10 Celsius in degrees, which is thermometer measurement, to Fahrenheit. So the final we're going to do is basically 32 Fahrenheit, 2 newtons. I'll show you what I mean. So the 2 newtons no, sorry, 32 Fahrenheit is 0.0000 meters. 0 to the 0 to the power of 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the power of 4 newtons. And that's the 2 Fahrenheit is 2 newtons. The Fahrenheit model is basically the universal system for it. So newtons equals Fahrenheit minus 32 degrees divided by 5.45. I'm busy. I'm busy. 545. I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy. Sorry. So I just put my laptop. I was saying, very careful because you can afford them. So, I want to lean down. I'm trying to do a PhD. I'm trying to, so we have this model here. Uh, yeah. Let's say here, this is from the visualization. I'll do this video now. Yeah. So, right now, I need to go now. Well, the 2 Fahrenheit is 0.0000 newtons. And use it to be water force. So if I have a temperature reader on my skin, I can use force, I can have a force calculated as if I'm moving something electromagnetic. That's an electromagnetic component I'm moving. In the robot, the temperature is calculated, and it'll be a safety measurement for the human in the loop within the system. Basically, this tattoo represents the kind of implementation I want to have. But the tattoo is just one example of the system. The tattoo is a fake tattoo. This is a pair of but I can have connected to where I am getting the most signal in my body. The signal will be the signal I'm getting to the system. But the tattoo represents something I connected to biologically. So biological tattoo that anchors yourself to you. So you can also log into yourself. It doesn't matter where you are. The zoo is like a biological component of system that works on this kind of model of neutralness, having a baseline like 32 because you need to force. I think that's watching this video.